G'day guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and liking, leaving me a comment, letting me know where you're from. And let's just get right into it. So basically, because I've got a heap of new people that have been dropping by, having a look at my videos, I'll just give you a quick rundown. Pretty much what I do is I scrapbook my own way, obviously, but I fast forward the process and leave the whole process in where possible. So that way it is sped up, but it's sped up in such a way that you can still see exactly what I'm doing. For instance, I'm just using some ink and I'm splutting it down on this background to create extra texture where on a piece that we usually wouldn't consider creating much texture on. And you know, I'm just loading up and using the same ink color in several different ways on the background to show you that it can create lots of texture. So you don't necessarily always need to buy the entire set of a ink range or a you know, like I've got the distress range, that's what I've sort of invested in. So you don't necessarily need to buy all of them. You can create visual interest with just one color by using it in different ways. And because it's water reactive, the distress range, this color that I used was black soot, and it was in the distress ink, not the oxide. And by splatting water on it, because it's water reactive, you can lift off color as well as you can add color to it. And you can add, if you let it dry between coats, you can add, if you're doing something like splatters, you can build it up and you can actually get different, it looks like you've used a couple of different colors, but all it is because you're building it on top of itself. And it's a great way to get more bang for buck when it comes to your products. Now these are obviously the oxides that I'm using here. Now the difference between distress inks and distress oxides: distress inks are a dye-based ink. They're an awesome ink. They are translucent. So 90% of the time, whenever you put them down, you're going to be able to see through, if you're using stenciling or whatever, you'll be able to see through it because it's translucent, right? Whereas the distress oxides that I'm using here at the moment, they actually are a combination ink. They are a combination of the dye-based ink and pigment ink. Now, by having the pigment in there, you are actually able to stamp quite effectively with them. They stay wetter for longer, so it gives you more time to be able to blend out different colors if you want to. Build it up a little bit, but it's very forgiving. I find the distress oxide inks extremely forgiving, and doing what I'm doing right now with the title, this is not, if it's your first rodeo with inks, this is probably not the easiest thing to do with them, especially using the large brushes like I'm doing. But I'm using the scrapbook.com mint tape. That stuff is amazing. It is fantastic, and it doesn't tear your product, and you can reuse it over and over and over again. It's fantastic. So like all those pieces sitting right there, I think I did throw those ones out, but 9 times out of 10 I'll use my mint tape a couple of times. I just stick it on the cupboard next to me, and yeah. So sorry if my voice sounds a little weird, guys. I'm still getting over COVID, which is a little frustrating, but you know, and I have a massive thunderstorm happening in the background. So if you can hear that, I apologize. I hope that I'm able to get this done. I'm limited now with the windows of opportunity that I have to do my voiceovers. So now that I work, and I'm working 5 days a week now, so it's kind of a little different. So what else can I tell you about, what else? I was going to tell you something else. I'm just going to run with this for a minute until I try and remember what I was going to say to you. I can't remember what I was going to say. Look, Can you let me know? Let me know what you think about the 3 days a week. I know everyone would love to have 7 videos a week if, you know, time permitted and all the rest of it. But how's everyone coping with the 3 videos a week? I have to be honest. I'll be completely honest with you. I feel like I'm letting the team down. That's a bit of how I'm feeling at the moment about it. Obviously, times are changing, times are shifting a little bit for us, you know, as a family unit. Things have to work a little bit differently. And unfortunately, you know, that means that I don't get as many hours a day to scrap the way I used to. So I've set myself a goal of 3 full videos a week. And if I can do more, then that's a bonus. If I can't do 3, then I'm really going to feel terrible. But so far, so good. So if I can just keep ahead, I should be right. Now, I absolutely love this colour combination, I have to tell you. The Distress Oxide colours that I've used there are Spice Marmalade, Wild Honey, and Rusty Hinge. Those yellows and oranges just, oh, they just pop. I love them. Absolutely love them. Now, you can see I've spent all this time on my title. That's because I don't need to spend much time in the background, because check this out. Is this not the most beautiful paper? It is a Missy Moo Crafts design paper. It's called Sunflowers in Bloom, and I've used paper number 3. So I've got to tell you, I used paper number 3 for the background, and then I did cut a couple of things out of paper number 1. And these colours just pop with these sunflowers. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love these papers. So I will have a link in the description below for you if you want to purchase some for yourself. They're actually an Aussie designer, and she's local to me down at Burpengary, and she's got her own store, which is fantastic. And yeah, it's great when you can find some homegrown talent and you're able to access it, because normally for us Aussies over here, it's usually the US and, you know, US, UK, and you guys get all the good stuff first kind of thing. You know, that's how we sort of feel. So when we can find some local talent, and we've got quite a bit of local talent now, I've got to say, I'm so jealous. Like, I just absolutely love how much everyone's developing in the scrappy space. Let's touch on the fact that Close to My Heart is closing down. Let's touch on that. I don't actually purchase Close to My Heart products, so for me personally, it's not going to affect me. However, I realize that there's a lot of people out there that do, and I think in our scrappy world, there is room for everyone. There's room for everyone scraps differently. Some people love to do what I do and just start from scratch and see where it takes you. Some people prefer a kit where it literally is a page kit. You buy the page and you can create the page from scratch, and it's sort of all step by step for you. A friend of mine, she does Stampin' Up, and she actually, that's what they do. They get together, and there's a group of ladies that get together, and they do that very step-by-step style. Sorry, I just need a mouthful of water. I've still got that scratchy throat. You know that, we all know it. I mean, 2020 was a while ago now, but we all know the scratchy throat that you get, and it just hangs around. And unfortunately, the one thing that irritates it is when I talk. So I can do my layouts, I can do the physical side of it, but doing the voiceovers is when I get a scratchy throat. So apologies. Hopefully by the next batch that I do, It will be completely gone. That will be amazing. Now, this particular layout, I put all the time and effort into the title itself because I didn't really need to create lots of embellishments. I did add the camera underneath snap. I did add that on there from another page, and I did put, I fussy cut that. You can see the little sunflowers off to the left hand side there. I fussy cut that, and I added some extra flowers in there just to sort of close in that gap. There was a bit of a gap there. This voice, it's gonna drive me crazy. I apologize. I tried so hard not to cough. Now, what am I doing now? I'm adding some bling. Now, when I say I'm adding some bling, I'm actually adding, these are, they're like dewdrops. I call them dewdrops, but they're, I got a bunch of mine from, I've got them from all different places. You can get them from Uniquely Creative. You can get them from AliExpress. You can get them from oodles of places. Oodles and oodles. They're just like little, they're like little dewdrops. They're just little clear blobs, but they come in different sizes, and I love using them on things, especially sunflowers, where I can just add a little bit of shiny, it's not shiny, it's reflection. It just adds depth. I love it. And I did go through with some glossy accents, added some of that on there as well, into the center of the camera, and the main camera, I should say. And I put the little dewdrops on the lenses of the smaller cameras, and it looked really cute. And just a little bit of a border, and that's it. Like, it's super simple, but look how much wow factor this has. And check out the grey. Now, that is black soot distress ink in the background. Can you see on the, sorry, the offset of the title? See how it shows you all different? Fantastic. Love it. Don't forget to show the channel some love, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, all the good stuff. I've got links in the description to everything that I've used, if it has a link. And my Buy Me a Coffee link is in the description as well if you'd like to help support the channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will be back tomorrow with another video. Oh, I can't say that anymore. I'll be back in a day with another video. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.